Thanks, Kara.
Hey.
I mean, Gideon. I don't know what we're calling him.
Oh my god, Dan! Yeah,
I
we
don't
should make a
know.
Gideon when we do a Legends one. It could be Gideon.
I feel like we did, and then we completely forgot.
Actually, maybe you're right. I feel like this. I'm reminded of this.
Yeah, right.
This sounds familiar.
Whatever. Anyway, really, thank you, Gideon, because
Literally.
woo. Ooh.
Hey guys, welcome to our Legends of Tomorrow season 7, episode 1 and 2 review, discussion, talk, thoughts, whatever. I must admit I am loving this season so far.
It's fun.
Loving it.
It's fun.
I don't know why, but I'm loving it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's well, there's no John.
I don't know why, but it's good.
There's no John T. No, seriously.
Well, I mean,
no, but I actually really am liking the story. Despite John not being there, like I actually am loving the storyline so far.
Mm-hmm.
What are our thoughts? What I don't know. I'm loving it. I don't know.
Not
I'm
predictable
really
at all either. I know we were talking a little bit about that with the Supergirl finale. It's kind of like this too, where like I have no clue. Like when the Wave Rider exploded, like what happened? Like nobody knew what happened. We still don't really know what happened. Like it might have something to do with robots. Maybe.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah, literally.
It's very
who knows?
I don't know what's going on.
Like, who the hell even knows? Like, yeah, there are theories that they could be robots. I mean, obviously in episode 2. We're going to jump back and forth, by the way, between episodes 1 and 2. It's going to be everywhere. But obviously, at the very end, when Hoover, I think, returned after we thought they killed him.
So weird.
And the guy was a robot. I was like, hello? Like, what's happening? Like, there were theories that, like, maybe whoever destroyed the Wave Rider was like an evil version of the Legends. But maybe it's like robot versions of the Legends. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
interesting. I have to say, I was not thinking about robots until they peeled the guy's face off. First of all, for Legends, that looks really good. Like, wow. Like, the robot face?
You mean for a CW budget?
Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah. Like, dang, like that. I was impressed. I was creeped out. I thought it was weird. I didn't like it. I was uncomfortable, but like it looked really good. Like, wow. But I guess it's always like for the next season of Legends, it's like, what else could they possibly do?
Literally.
Robots. Okay, I guess you got me there. Like, oh man, like when we went to Aliens, we thought it was crazy. Now we're on. Okay, like I'm on board. Like, fine, whatever. Like, oh man, I think it's cool. I did like. I have to say, the highlight of the episode for me was of episode 2, I should say. Zari just Zari, like I just
Zari, love of my life at this point, like queen, like I love Hi Zari. She's so funny.
Yeah, oh
she was working shit out, doing things. So like
her with these whiskey bottles, I was like, okay, girl, maybe you're onto something, but it sounded a little kooky. But like when she kind of got out of that, and she's like, no, I made a list. Here's our possible whatevers, like. And then it's her and Ava with these like 300 like bottles just with sticky notes on them.
Literally.
Like, what the heck? And then I liked how they did it, where Ava was like, what about this one? But you couldn't see what it was, and it got cut off in the sentence, and like I was like, what are they talking about? What? I want to know. They're just robots. The reveal.
I love it. I love that. I was like, oh, like what is it? Like what else? Like you said, what else could they possibly do that would surprise us? Robots. Like they've done Aliens. They've done stuffed toys becoming,
Yeah.
Bieber. They've done
Yeah.
the demon Malice with the
Yep.
wings. They've
Yep.
done all these things, but they haven't done robots yet. And honestly, if I'm being honest, robots actually scare me quite a lot because
Oh.
I feel like artificial intelligence wise, like it
Mm.
really like they'll fuck you up. Like they'll end the world. Like they'll literally end the world. You
Oh
know. But
gosh,
I think
this is your season then. Perfect.
like we've
Gosh.
literally like we've seen AIs, we've seen in Marvel Avengers Ultron, goes
Mm.
all evil and tries to end humanity, blah blah blah. So like whatever's going on with this robot situation in 1925, hello,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what's happening clearly. So my thought is that so there's another wave rider, and obviously there was the theory that there was like evil legends on this wave rider, evil versions of our legends. But now I'm thinking, like I said, maybe they're robots, and maybe they can go through time and disperse robots throughout history of like historical people who have died or something. I don't know. Like
Mm.
like there are so many things I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of, but like that's my current theory is that it's robot
Okay.
legends going through
Yeah.
time and space, or the evil. I don't know.
Yeah. I
But
would say robot legends would be plausible as a theory. I do, but
yeah,
like why? Like why are they trying to trap the other legends? Like why?
unless someone built them
Mm,
and have
that's
that,
true.
and they have a vendetta against the legends,
That's
maybe.
true. Yeah.
I
But
don't know.
listen, we have no clue what's going on. Uh also okay, let's go to the beginning, right? So they're stuck here. First episode, right? They're stuck in the 20s, basically at Spooner and oh, what's her name? What's her name? The
her,
mother.
her mom, is it
Yeah.
Grace? No,
Gr-
Griff.
mm,
It starts with a G, right?
maybe. Wait. Mm, is it Maria? No, not
I don't
Maria.
know. Just a
I don't know.
Spooner's mom.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Anyway, Spooner's mom, the queen, that we can't remember the name of, they're basically stuck there, and the sheriff or whatever of the town is curious because like what the heck's going on over here? Um, gosh, I feel like I just had her name and whatever, it's fine. It's fine.
While you talk, I'll look it up because now.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways.
I liked at the beginning when he's trying to get in the house and Spooner is like, "Yeah, she's not home." Flash him, flash him. I was like, it was so good. And then it was like the batteries aren't working, and she tries to
Gloria.
flash Gary. What is it?
Gloria.
Oh, Gloria. Yeah.
I knew it was a G. Gloria Queen.
We had some combination
Queen.
of it. I have Maria, Gloria,
Literally.
Grace, whatever.
Anyways. Okay.
But
Anyways, go ahead.
I thought that was so funny because of course, yeah, try it on Gary, whatever. Who cares? So stupid. And they're basically trying to figure out how to avoid people currently at this point in time. Doesn't work. Everyone's already curious about them. So what what do they need to do? Make a circus, you know? Hey,
It's the stupidest thing,
I
but
know.
like, eh.
Of course,
I
it's a
mean,
rule. It has to be the circus because why not? Why wouldn't it be a circus?
handbook. It's Ava in her handbook for me, a queen. I was like,
Hmm.
honey. She's like, okay, yes, okay. Like what?
Yeah. Whatever. I support it. Fine. And then I think Zari is just like stitching up these costumes, just hemming away on the machine. Like, love to see it. She made them whole fits, and
Mm.
I appreciate
And
it.
yeah, she looks so good though. Hello.
Okay, Sarah's outfit, bro, bro, with the fishnets and the shorts and the fine. Anyway, whatever. Wow, that was a minute.
Unfroze love that for you. You just have to cut that part out, honey. Just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Oops. Perfect.
we're back.
It was like I don't remember if it was before or after the circus part that they were looking for that box of
Oh yes, yes. Oh
stuff.
Yeah, the box of like the emergency box of like with the would have like the extra. What was the thing? The thing to get into the. Oh, she's gone too. She gone again.
What is wrong with the internet?
You're
Please.
back
Well, it
now.
was fine before. What happened? Oh
I
my
don't know.
gosh. The Courier, I think that's what it's called. The
Oh,
Time
maybe.
Courier.
Yeah, that's
Um,
yeah. That they're looking for that in the box, which is
yeah.
like a
I
spare
think
one, like in case of
Spooner and
emergency.
Astra were looking for that. Spooner or no, Astra did a little spell to try and find it.
Yes.
Um, and she did that. Ooh. It's still the height difference for me. Just saying. When they went to the
No,
window,
literally,
Spooner.
it is.
Oh,
It's
ooh.
either Astra's really who the Olivia Swan who plays Astra. She's either really really tall,
She
or
is.
Spooner is really really
Or
short. But I think
I
Astra's
think she
actually
also
tall.
is. I think they're both. I really think they're
It's
both.
adorable. Like I was not really shipping it romantically, kind of, until was episode 1 when they were like, "You're my best
Mhm.
friend." Like, and I'm like, "Oh God, am I gonna do like a Supergirl clowning? Like, what the fuck's happening?" Like
Welcome.
there was a bit of something something. Like, am I
Yes.
clowning? Yes, as usual. But it's legend, so you never know. But like,
Mhm.
I do actually prefer them as best friends. I mean, like I like them as best friends, but also if they did go romantic, I would be 100% on board.
Mhm.
100% on board for that.
Yep. Because first of
So
all, when Astra was doing her spell situation on the Wave Rider, she was trying to get it to she was trying to piece it back together. Just saying, Spooner was the one that caught her. Just saying, and she was at
yeah,
her
you're right.
bed until she woke up. I'm just saying.
I know she sat there the whole time. So cute. They're so cute, honestly
I
they
love
are.
them. I love them. I kind of want the ship. I do like them as best friends. I agree, but like, hey, like, hey,
Like we
don't
ain't
be
opposed
gay.
if it becomes canon. Oh,
Yeah,
dead,
yeah, yes.
dead,
Agreed. hmm
deceased.
So, yes, Astra gets knocked back out. She's trying her hardest, and didn't work. So close, but didn't work. I think it made the townspeople even more suspicious or whatever. And Nate basically tries to throw them off the scent, and pretend to be J. Edgar Hoover, Edgar J. Hoover,
Yes, yes, no,
Hoover.
yeah, yes. He tries to be him, and then they
Yes,
catch
yes.
on, and they call the real
hmm
one, and then like
hmm
shit
hmm
happens.
Uh-oh. Yeah, big uh-oh.
If Ava
Also
would help
Gary told the
me,
townspeople the circus is tonight because of course.
Gary's an idiot. I love him. He's actually an
Yeah.
idiot. I love him so much.
Just panicked, whatever.
Yeah.
So then also they get the box. There's nothing in the box. Mick took the stuff in
Of
the
course he did.
box.
Of
Of
course he
course
did.
he did. Yeah, yeah. So then they start marching back to the house, demanding people, open up, whatever. The legends are trying to hide in the bedroom, whatever. And basically, what's his name? Constantine gives Zari this key. And we're like,
Hmm.
oh, okay. Nate said, try the key. Okay. Key opens up a secret passage. And it's Constantine's house. Oh, but just kidding, it's not, but it is because budget, but it's not. It's
Literally
a
budget for that.
it's a
It's a bit
pocket
of a
dimension
pocket dimensions.
in hell. Because of course.
I love that though. Like I love like a thing. Like it's
Mhm.
probably the most useful thing John's ever done.
Honestly,
Oh, as of late.
points were made.
I
Points
was
were
like,
made.
okay, King. Like, all right.
It is very timely that
Yeah, I
when
know.
they need a place to escape to, they can just open a door. It helps. So they basically escape into said pocket dimension. And I think this is when Bayrod was kind of like pushing Zari to be like not trying to like I don't know. I don't know if it was trying not be popular, but like I don't know, like take time to herself or whatever. And she was like, I don't need
Yeah.
that. I like being busy. I like my business, whatever. And then eventually she's like, actually, I'm gonna stay here for a minute. And I was like, okay, queen, support you. You do what you gotta do. Love it for
Hmm.
you. Um, And then like, yeah, they threw him. Oh. So they go back and they're still trying to come back and like hunt him down. And Sarah decides that they're gonna pretend that they were what's the word? Like tied up, I guess. And like the gang came or whatever whatever the heck it was, bandit, whatever. I don't know. Whatever the heck they were. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Whatever. And they steal the car. Bye. Okay, whatever. So Spooner's with Astra at Gloria's house. So of course. And the rest of the legends, basically except Zari, are running away. They decide they have to do some little crime situations to try and make their way to New York to see the scientist Gwen Davies.
And he's the one that creates time travel, right?
Oh, is he?
I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure he's the guy that
Yeah, something
creates
like
time
that. Yeah.
travel. I'm pretty sure.
Mm,
From memory
that makes sense.
serves. I'm pretty sure he's the one who creates time travel, which is why they want to go see him. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Who is Matt Ryan? Spoiler alert.
Yes.
That's yes, his new character. So so their first stop is robbing this bank. No. No. Oh my gosh. Avalance, first of all, the Avalance scenes were so cute in this, where they're just like being a team, like talking
They'll
about
call
how
each
they're
other wife, hey wife, or like what's something. I'm like, don't. They're coming for
disgusting.
me.
Disgusting. And then like they're doing this whole thing. I love when they do stupid stuff, like they just have the accents for funsies, like
Yeah.
where she's like, what the heck did she say? Like, on the floor, boys, this is a robbery. Whatever the heck. Like, oh my
It's so
gosh.
like 1920s, like it's
I love it.
it's
It's so
so
fun.
oh my god.
Like you
I
can tell they're
loved
having
it.
fun. Did you see the bloopers for this
Oh
scene?
yeah.
Gosh, ridiculous. Anyway, loved it. So they steal like $6 or something. I don't know what the heck.
Oh, they stole it
Something
was like I think it was like $86 and like 93 cents or something. It was like something so
86. I thought it
specific.
was like 9
Or
or 6.
96, it was like $94.80 something cents or something. It was like
Yeah, it was
94
something
something
tiny
like that.
though.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like really tiny.
And I was like, oh my god,
Um,
embarrassing.
and then meanwhile, while this is happening, Bayrod and Nate are doing crowd control. And this lady comes up to them. She's like, "Oh, it's a robbery. Yeah. Seen it. Oh, what gang is it? Whatever. Oh, we don't have a name. You guys have you gotta have a gang name." Okay, sure. Okay. First of all, this lady, it was great. I liked this scene a lot. How about the Legends of Tomorrow? Too wordy. Yeah, okay. The
Yeah.
Bullet Blondes, however. The Bullet Blondes are pretty darn good.
It's
Um,
very catchy. It's very catchy.
it
I
was
gotta
good. I
admit.
was wondering why the episode was gonna be called that, and there we were. Um, and then I don't know when we got to they were calling themselves the what gang was it? It was that other gang that they knew. They're like, you're not that gang. They don't have women or whatever. Or maybe that was before. Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But they got their money, they're driving away, everyone's cheering for them.
I mean, same.
Okay, yeah. Driving away, blah blah blah. And then Hoover is just right there, blocking them off, whatever. They drive right through it, and they basically run Hoover over, they throw him off the car, whatever the heck.
Nathaniel King. By the way, speaking
Nate,
of
yes.
Nathaniel, did you see his arms in this episode? Like, do
Goodness.
not. Like, every time I go live, I'm always end up simping for this man because it's a joke.
He is
And they chose
attractive.
violence on me. They chose violence on me by showing me his
Was
body
this the episode where
muscles.
he just like steeled up one of his arms and he just went like bing. He just broke
I
something?
think so, but I had even like a muscle shirt where you could. It was like there was no
Mhm.
sleeves, like sleeveless, and I'm like, sir, you
Good
can't do
choices
that.
there.
They
Mhm.
chose that on purpose. Okay. Also,
Mhm.
biking. He's my
Yeah.
biking. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, they may not be
Okay.
canon. He's canon in my head.
But I
Anyways,
support it. Yes. Yes.
yes.
I support this concept. So basically Nate's like, oh my gosh, like I killed Hoover. Everyone's like, no, he's fine. And
He's
then
alive.
you're like, oh, phew. For about 20 more seconds. Because then Hoover decides to try and shoot Nate. And he shoots at Nate, and Nate deflects it with his steel stuff.
Nate steals up as a defense mechanism and
Basically kills
kills
himself
him.
in the head.
I was like, this scene was so funny to me, because like it's just they all work so well together. Like they all play off each other so well. So like having like Hoover go shoot Nate steals up and deflects his bullet back into Hoover's head. Hoover dies. Everyone's panicking. Like Ava's face.
Ava was my
was
favorite
my
part of
mood.
this entire
She
episode.
was my freaking mood. Like,
It was
she's
incredible.
like, I'm done. I felt that.
She goes, I want to die. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Like, it's a big thing, because, and obviously, like, and I love how this season also, like, they keep bringing up that Nate's a historian, like, they are focusing on that, because, like,
I like
obviously,
that.
Nate killing somebody historic, Nate be like, shit. Like, it's crazy. And Ava's like, oh my god, we fucked everything up. Oh my god, she's having a panic. Sarah's so chill. She's like, don't worry, it's fine.
She's
still
like,
on
it's
honeymoon
fine.
mode. Like,
We'll go on our honeymoon.
honeymoon.
Yeah, we'll go on our
Like-
honeymoon. We'll listen to Stabcast. And then Ava's like,
It's like,
That's
fuck, excuse me. They fuck everything up. But because like the bullet blondes obviously weren't part of history, but now they like, if they become this thing, that's one thing. And then Hoover dying is a big thing, because obviously all these things are supposed to happen. So like, I'm stressed at this point. Ava's stressed. Everyone's stressed. Everyone's like, I'm dead. Don't talk to me. Like, it's a whole. And they haven't got the wave rider.
Nathan.
Oh,
No.
bless his soul. Literally, no Nate. See, Nate, Nathaniel.
No,
Nate,
literally.
Nathan, see?
Oh my
It's just like, like,
so
the thing is,
ridiculous.
they can't, because the wave rider is broken or gone, they can't go back in time to do anything, because they haven't got access to the time machine. So they're like, crap, this is bad. It's funny, but it's not funny.
Yeah. I did like how when Sarah brought up Stabcast, Ava was like, this is the moment I've been working for my entire life. I know what I can do now. Jess is I love Jess. Goodness.
The way that they just got Gary ate, like, he ate him to hide the evidence, obviously, but like, I don't even know what's gonna happen. I don't even know what's gonna happen, because I'm scared, because I'm like, there's no bodies, no evidence, nothing. Like, like, this is some crazy shit, man. I'm actually, it's gonna be so much fun to watch what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
but like,
I'm very
girl, they got me like stressed.
I know. Oh my gosh. And then I think the episode ends on Esperastra sitting on this rock.
As they should.
And Astra's like, oh, I didn't get to finish my spell, like had this one word left. And it's like, oh, that's neat, huh? Then Astra says something like, I wish Gideon would be here or something to tell me how it went. And then Spooner does like the same thing, like wish Gideon was here or whatever. And these little like energy lines start coming.
One could say it was the power of their love. I'm kidding. It was Astra's magic. But also,
and maybe
she's like, you're my
magic
best
hands. I don't know, but
like, you're my best friend. You're my best friend. I'm my best friends for lovers when. Like,
yeah. Oh, they were talking about drinks. That's what was happening. They were like, oh yeah, we want her to make me some whatever.
And then the queen icon.
Gideon just shows up. She's just here.
She's so pretty though. Like,
welcome to the stage,
pretty.
Amy Pemberton. Hello.
As she should, the OG queen after Sarah Lance.
Yes.
Queen OG.
Yes.
Like, first of all, she's so pretty. I've always known she's pretty, but like, I don't know, she's every year she just gets more pretty every year. I'm just like, honey, like, she's stunning, literal stunning.
She's great too. Like, she's so fun. I love her. So,
Nathan,
leave me alone. Gosh.
Just message and be like, won't be long. I'll record you soon.
We're like, hold on, man. Yeesh. What is so anyway, go ahead. I love Amy Pemberton. I'm very excited to see how this is gonna work. I'm recording a podcast. Okay, that's it. Bye. And that's how we end the episode. It's just naked Gideon. She's just here.
I was like, yeah, if that was not a gay panic for both Astra and Spooner, then what was the point? Kidding, also.
Perhaps. And then episode 2, basically, where Nate's a mess. He's on this train pretending to be Hoover. With the
I know
spell
Nate's
from Barry.
he's going through a lot of things, you know. I was like, this was Nate's episode, I'll be honest. This was my boy's episode, King. It was actually really sad to see him. It's, you know what though, like we never really get to see Nate with the emotional stuff. It's always like the comedic character kind of. So seeing him actually having to deal with the fallout of like killing Hoover, like Nick Zano is like really great at like giving the emotional. Like he can get serious when he wants to be.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like, I'm glad that they're giving him a serious kind of storyline that like gets to show his other side of his character, because Nate's always a funny one. But like, it's good to see the side of Nate, to be honest, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like fresh too, because I feel like, Nate hasn't done a whole lot the past couple seasons.
It was literally from when his dad died. That was like really sad for him. And
what
like
was
he
that,
went
like
through all that stuff. It was like, I think it was season 4, I'm pretty sure. So for 2 years he's been like the comedic character. He's lost all his friends, his best friend. He lost Ray. He's coming back. Kind of. He lost everybody. Now Barrett's his best friend. Slash boyfriend. Kidding, but also.
Yes, just kidding, alas. But,
no.
Oh my gosh. But I did like the stuff with them on the train. It was stressing me out, especially because Hoover is so hated that, and Nate was kind of falling into like his personality a bit, and I was stressed the heck out. But it was Nate eventually. Like, he was fine. He apologized. Like, he was stressed. The man was nervous, and he was
of
nervous.
Course.
Okay.
You have to take the polyjuice, that we went on Harry Potter did like a polyjuice potion to make Nate turn into Hoover. I'm like,
yeah. And then also, before we get to the craziest part, which we did talk about already, but yes, Sarah and Ava are doing their honeymoony bit.
Oh my god,
this,
it's Ava's safe word for me.
Oh, I know, yeah. Core. What did you say? Core competency or something?
Yeah, something like that.
And it was Zari calling them moms for me.
Oh my god, literally, it was so. I don't even care if she was high. I don't care, but it was just listen. The Zari Ava content though, like besties. Hey, like,
I know, I loved it. It's
so cool that we get to see other dynamics from different characters that haven't really interacted much. Like really, so like I think because Katie's directing the 100th episode, so I'm pretty sure that's why she wasn't mostly in.
Right.
So she was like probably prepping.
Yeah.
I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she's directing.
Wow.
Yeah, she's directing. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that's a doozy. That's a doozy to have her direct
our
100th episode.
Yeah, Katie loves queen. Oh my god, that's amazing for her.
That's wild.
I really do love
gracious. Yeah. What? Yes, I remember loving when this Zari was introduced in like early, what was it? Was that season 5? Yes. No. Yes. Beginning of season 5. And there was some really fun stuff with Zari and Ava. Like I remember the episode with the what is it? The Marie Antoinette stuff. That was a lot of them too. And the thing with DJ's More Money, and they had like the fountain thing, like that was fun. But yeah, I feel like we haven't seen them in a minute, and I love them. I love them as friends.
I know, I really It
was very cute.
It was good. Zari overhearing Ava and Sarah, and she's like, I know the code word. She's like saying, and I'm like, oh my god, that was so loud. Even Zari heard, and she's like, yeah, I can. But it was the way that Ava and Sarah went so hard that like Ava had to use the safe word.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Oh my gosh. I love how Zari was just like, core competency. She walked away and Ava was like, oh my god.
But oh my god, I did. I don't know.
It
I
was so
love.
good.
Oh, they're so. I love it. I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it was so cute. And then yes, Zari was going crazy with the whiskey bottles in the kitchen.
yeah,
But she was onto something. As we
she
found out,
was
Ava
onto
was into the
something.
plan. They got into the
But she
plan
was talking about the
together.
multiverse, right? She was speaking about the
Yeah.
multiverse, like
Yeah.
some weird stuff. And I'm like, interesting.
Something
Like,
she listed like every possible person I think on those bottles that has ever
yeah,
existed, basically. And I support it. I thought it was fun. Fun little callbacks to things too. It was cute. Also, Gideon's here. Hi. But like not she's sort of here.
she's a
Um,
mute. She's not speaking. She's in like a
yeah,
catatonic state, kind of.
sort of. It's like I don't even know. When she was doing the thing at first where she was like making faces with the apples, I was like, so does she have like
Is she
a
broken?
kid
Like,
brain or something? Like I don't understand. Like,
yeah. So she was
and
clearly
then
trying to
she's
communicate with Astra and Spooner, but maybe
yeah,
there was still some wires that weren't connected. Like some wires had,
yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
this was something like
yeah.
off, and so she couldn't verbally communicate. She had to do other things to
Mm-hmm.
like. But it was
Yeah,
adorable
like
though. I was just so cute.
yeah, like her with the little apples and she put them in the box and like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah,
cute.
yeah.
It was cute. I was like, okay, this has to be the Wave Rider, right? And then she started smashing it, and I was like, oh, it's
I'm
either
like,
the Wave
well,
Rider
she
or
wasn't
that little
wrong.
car, that group had,
Yeah,
the dang bullet blondes over there.
maybe Gideon knows something more than she's letting on. Up what about this other wave rider. Maybe she's trying to warn them.
Well,
Maybe.
maybe. I feel like the thing she said at the end of the episode was her trying to warn them like that something bad is going to happen to the legends if they don't like leave now or whatever. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
she
yeah.
I think that's what was I don't know, but I did really like how first of all poor Gideon, like she was trying Astra was like telling her to basically like go back to being like wires and whatever, and she goes outside
Mm.
and basically electrocutes herself. Um but she was fine, thank goodness. And Spooner's mom, Gloria, she basically tells not Astra, Spooner. I keep getting their names mixed up in my head, so I'm trying so hard to figure out which was which. Okay, Spooner's mom tells her that she basically has like this gift with her hand, like she could just touch her and she would know what she was thinking. And I was like,
Mm.
interesting. So Spooner goes over to Gideon and like holds her hand. She's like, "Oh, it's gonna be okay, whatever." I loved this. I
Yeah.
loved this. Where Gideon was just like, "Why can't they understand me? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand what the problem. Whatever." Oh my gosh, I thought that was great.
She
I love this scene.
speaks. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Gideon like is trying to, I guess like she touches Spooner and she tells her that like they have to go to New York November 7th, Gwen Davies, whatever, like they have to get there or something, the legends are gonna be screwed. And then she said, like, precisely, captains. And they were just like, oh, she was like, oh,
It was
oh,
so. I love
it's
that.
good.
Like, I love. So, like,
Yeah.
it makes sense because Spooner was able to understand aliens in season 6. Like, she was able to read their minds or
Yes.
like
And the
understand them.
fountain guy, was he an alien? I guess. Maybe.
Maybe.
Remember the guy from Spain or where I think
Yeah,
what
yeah.
did they go?
I
Was
think
it
he was
Spain?
maybe, or I think so. Maybe he was actually. I think maybe.
Something. But she got him, she understood yeah,
Yeah.
the
So
alien
she.
guys.
So we thought that maybe she was an alien and she was like connected to like the alien powers or something, but
Mhm.
no, she literally has the power to like understand
Yeah,
any
I
being,
didn't
like
think of
anybody.
this. I didn't think of this, but I don't know. I was watching it was either Omni Media or Blind Waves reaction, but somebody in those mentioned they were like, "Oh, this is Spooner's power of being an empath." And I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
makes a
yeah.
lot of sense." I didn't think of that, but yeah, I guess that would be what her power is. And I think that's really fun. I do really like that
I
a
do
lot.
too. I like that. I think
I
it's
think
pretty cool. Like it makes
Mhm.
sense with her character that like she'd be able to understand Gideon and like kind of work out whatever she was trying to tell her. So I like that a lot.
And then so we got Gideon back. Sort of, but I mean, she's at least able to communicate what she needs to now.
Hmm.
As a human,
Yeah.
maybe, sort of. We'll see. But um also so we go back to like Nate. Well, we don't. I think this is the last scene. But okay, calm down, guys. Listen. We're out of order. We've been new. Um Basically Al Capone sends a bunch of guys to go after Hoover, who's not Hoover, it's Nate. Okay. The Bullet Blondes are here in time though, but it's like a whole mess. And he's like, "Who are you?" "Nope, just kidding. It wore off because of course it did. Ha." And then the real Hoover, no, but the Hoover that we think is Hoover shows up,
Yeah.
and we're like,
They're
"What
like,
the heck
what?
happened? What
Is
do you
he
mean?"
dead?
So confused. He like gets rid of all of those guys, and then Sarah breaks one of the whiskey bottles over his head.
Hmm.
Um and he gets knocked out, and like he has like a shard, like a big shard like stuck in his neck, and everyone's like, "Ooh, what happened?" And then Sarah's like, "I don't think he," but there's no blood, there's no nothing. It was very weird. And Sarah basically was like, "I don't think he's human," whatever. Literally rips his face off, and it's a robot. And I was like, "What the?"
Like how crazy? Like it's. I was like, it can't. Like, I
I
had a
was
feeling.
truly shook.
Oh
Truly,
yeah.
like.
Like I had a feel like when they were like, well, what could it be? And when as soon as then when Hoover came back, I'm like, hold on, that obviously does not Hoover. Like it can't
Mhm,
because
mhm.
Hoover's dead. And I was like, and then he was like really
Yeah.
strong. And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
how was he like super strong? What's happening? So like, okay, he must not be human then.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Well,
I
I
was
didn't
like,
think I have to say
oh
I was not thinking robot. Oh boy.
yeah, did not expect. No way did I expect robot. I was like, what
Mhm.
the fuck? But I am
Yep,
actually glad that
honestly.
that's what I am actually glad that they are doing the robots because it's something
Mhm,
different. It's
mhm,
terrifying for me. I'm like, okay, they're creepy, like they know things, like they're gonna end the world. But then the question is, how are they getting to this time period? Like someone must be dropping them
yeah.
off, which is probably this
Mhm.
other wave, right? It's all connected. But I'm interested.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
interesting. I'm very into this
True.
story this season, to be honest. And they have a new title card, a new opening.
Yes,
I
it's
was like,
so
hello.
cool. I love it.
Yeah, I like it. I'm actually, I don't know, I'm really into this story for some reason. Like, I'm really loving this season so far. It's only
Yeah.
been two
Yeah, I
episodes,
agree.
but
I'm a lot
I'm
more
loving it.
excited about it than I was the end of season 6, honestly.
I feel that
Gonna be real.
season
But
six started good when Sarah was like kidnapped and then they got her back. Then
yeah,
after
yeah.
that, I was like, okay, they didn't really know where they were going in the back half.
Mhm.
But this season so far has been really good. So,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
next week's the 100th episode.
Wow.
So
I
like
didn't realize it was like so soon. Like, dang, that's
like
crazy.
everybody's back, pretty much everybody. Rip, Hawkman,
Pretty much,
Captain Cold,
yeah.
Ray's back.
Stein,
Yeah, Nora,
like
yeah, Stein, and well, what was the other guy? Jackson. Is it Jackson?
Hawkman, yeah, like yeah, Jax, yeah.
Jefferson.
Yeah, yeah, Jax, man.
Yeah,
Jax.
Jax. I said Jackson, but I didn't. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah.
all. But I think it's because it's in Gideon's mind, right? Like that the Astra and Spooner go into
Oh,
Gideon's mind.
maybe. That would
Yeah, they
make
go into
sense,
her
yeah.
mind to try and find it. So, what was the synopsis? I'm gonna read it. Hold on.
Ooh, I don't know if I read that, but yeah. Bring
I'm
it
gonna go.
over.
Where is it?
I did think the title was interesting. It was like a lot like a file, like Wave Rider, like not found, like 100
Yeah, I
not
was
found,
like,
whatever.
what title is this? I'm like, oh, Wave Rider era. Like that's what it meant.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
yeah. Alright, so it says Legends of Past and Present in the 100th episode with Astra, Spooner, and now a human Gideon trying to save the legends. Gideon becomes overwhelmed by her new human choices, sending her into a catatonic state. Astra and Spooner
Oh,
combine their powers Astra and Spooner combine their powers, queens. To enter
Here we
Gideon's
go.
mindscape and discover that a virus is trying to erase all of Gideon's memories. Acting fast, they
Oh.
devise a plan to defeat the virus before it's too late. Meanwhile, the legends are about to go up against a powerful new foe. Interesting.
Oh. Very
So I'm
interesting.
intrigued, man. I mean, first of all, Astra and Spooner are using their powers, combining their powers. Power
Yup,
couple up.
yup,
Listen.
yup. But
Um,
also them interacting with, it seems like the OG and the more original
yeah,
legends. Like,
that's what I really love about this is because Astra and Spooner are like the two who haven't actually been there the longest. They don't know
mhm,
the other people. Astra's known a few of them, but like they don't know the OGs. It's gonna be interesting to have the not the outsiders, but like the newest additions see
mhm.
all the memories of the legends when they weren't there. It'll be really cool actually. But
Yeah.
I'm excited to have Ray and Nora come back. That's what I'm
Yup.
saying.
Period.
My parents
Say it
literally.
louder.
Like
Goodness gracious. I'm
I'm
so
so
excited.
excited. Oh,
I'm
gonna be
honestly, I mean, I shouldn't be that surprised because they're like the nicest people like ever. But like I can't believe with how like dirty they did them that they just came back. Like this like yeah, like
no,
I'm
I don't even
impressed.
know. Yeah, it's why would you get rid of Ray and Nora? Like
I
they're
know.
so cute,
I
you know. Like I
I
would have
know.
preferred Ray than John, you know. Like you could have kept Ray
Oh,
there. Like
1000%.
listen to me.
Yes,
Like
a
come on.
1000%. But
But
whatever. I am very excited that they managed to bring them back, and like it seems like, well, obviously they're open to returning because here they are, but I
yeah.
am very excited. Ooh. Um and is that what is that
I think that was
I
it.
guess I'm just very excited. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really liking the season so far. And 100th episode. That's gonna be wild. Because this show, of all shows, like people really thought it
L-
wasn't even gonna get past season one.
No, literally though. Like
It's on
who would have thought Legends would
7.
be on its 100th episode? Like it surpasses Supergirl with the seasons because like they're on season 7 now.
Yeah.
Um, that it's surpassing. I don't know. Literally, it's Arrow, Flash, and Legends are like the top 3 that I've been like going the longest. I mean, Flash
Mhm.
is on season 8 now, so who knows? And I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah.
they do like a final season 8 for Legends, you know? Because I feel
Yeah.
like at least the CW would give them the respect to announce whether season 7 would be the final season.
Mhm.
Um, so I have hope that there might be a final season 8 for Legends. Um,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, who would have
Honestly,
thought that like the little show
I
could
know.
do
A
like
little show
so
that
well?
could.
It's
Like,
always the underrated. It's always the underrated shows that do
mhm.
surprisingly well, and they're like it's all the underrated ones are always the best written ones and the most shocking, the most fun to watch.
Yup, yup,
But
yup.
Legends did that, like defied all that shit. Season 1, yeah, a little bit rocky, but it was still
Oh,
enjoyable to watch. Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, go.
I just no, yeah, Legend season 1. I was like, it was alright. Like it was fine. I was there for Sarah.
Yeah,
Honestly, I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like, that's fine. And Ray, I did like Ray too. But like once it started getting bonkers, I'm sold.
mm,
Like that was it. That was fun.
yeah. I
I
remember
was gonna
liking
say
it.
that. Oh
Yeah.
no.
No, no,
Go
no.
ahead. Go ahead.
Go. We'll talk after. Go.
No,
You say it.
I'm gonna go off topic a bit.
Oh no,
But
go,
no,
go, go. It's fine. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that also this robot Hoover sent himself into self-destruct mode and he exploded, but also it contained the explosion. Like it went like
Yeah, yeah.
and it just like
That's interesting. That's some
what?
futuristic shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where is it coming from?
considering apparently the 100th episode, the legends go up against the new foe, the new enemy, whoever. I'm
Right,
assuming
right.
whoever's in charge of the robots will reveal themselves and be like, "Hey, like,
Perhaps.
what's up?" So I don't
Yeah.
know, but I'm excited. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a really big explosion because they all were running off, like, run,
Yeah.
run, and then it was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It was
But did it disintegrate the entire robot? Like it completely wiped it out? Like
yeah.
it was.
It wiped it
That's
out and then it just sucked back into itself. Like
that's
it
a
just
red flag because maybe they got rid of it because someone that could have maybe the legends could have used a robot to like suss information out or something. Like,
Maybe that's true.
I mean,
That is
Brainy
true.
is right there. Like, bring him in and be like, "Girl, we need you to help us."
True.
I
It's
mean, with Gideon
true.
out of commission, she can't really be helpful at the moment,
Yeah.
but she
But
can
it
be.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Eventually, but not next episode.
No,
Next
no, no,
episode,
no.
she's busy.
Yeah,
She's
she's
doing her
busy,
stuff.
honey. She's in coma.
Yes. But you know what? I do actually really like that it kind of centers around Gideon because the girl has been there from the first moment. Like I
Yeah,
think that's
that's
cool.
true. I agree. I think it's good because like it makes sense because obviously in a perfect world, like when would all the legends come back in real life? Like
Mhm.
they're stuck in
Yeah.
1925. Where would they come in? But like in Gideon's
Mhm.
memory, she's seen all the legends. Like she's been with all of them. Like they've all been
Mhm.
around her, so she would has memories of everybody. So it's
Yeah,
smart
and
on
she can
their
even
part.
be with like we can even bring back people like Captain Cold and Stein, like that would not have been able to come
Yeah,
back really
I might get emotional
otherwise.
because didn't Stein die? So like I might cry. Like because like
Oh
I
yeah.
miss him. Like it was
So did
sad.
so did Snart and like very early on. Like
Oh yeah, Snart
super
died in
early
like
on.
season 2, right? At the end of season 2, I'm pretty sure
I
he
thought it was
died.
season 1. Wasn't
Or
it
was it
season
season 1? Was
1?
it season 1?
I thought it was towards the end of season 1. And I was like, what the heck? Like, that's
Maybe
crazy.
you're right though. I feel like you could be right. It could be end of season 1. I feel.
It was very early. And I was like, yikes. Like I did not think that was
Yeah,
happening.
it was.
Um,
Yeah, I think it was early. You could be
but I'm
right
excited
actually.
that we're able to bring them back in
I
this
know.
way.
I'm even surprised Hawkman is back. I'm like, wow, I forgot about
Yes,
him.
I
I
am
was like,
very
shit.
surprised.
Even
Yeah.
Rip, like I kind of missed Rip as well because I forgot that he was like a big part of the show in seasons 1 to 3.
And
But
yeah, Rip
like,
is gone too.
yeah,
Remember Rip
did
like
he
blew himself
did
up or
he
whatever?
blew himself up, didn't he? Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Dang.
I mean, honestly, the best thing to happen because like now Sarah's captain, so like, hey, love that for her. Like, good
I
for
mean, if
her.
he would have retired gracefully, then that would have been
That's
fine.
true. That's true. That's
But he
true.
didn't. No, it's fine. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But I'm
So it's
very
nice. It's
excited.
nice to have them all back. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be like it's what 100th episode's always like a trip down memory lane. You know, make me
Mhm.
emo because I'm like, wow, I've been through this show for like how many seasons. So it's
Mhm.
nice. Like it's nice.
Yeah. And this one is one where I really was like, I have been watching this show since the beginning. I think with Supergirl too. Like I was watching those from the pilot, like the first
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. Legends I
So,
was there from the beginning. I was like,
woo.
oh yeah. I think I watched it. No, actually. No, I'm pretty sure with Legends, I did watch it from the beginning and then I stopped for a little bit, but then I caught
Yeah,
up
yeah. I had a like a
in
break,
time.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
But with
I think
Supergirl,
towards
I think,
season 4. I think the back half of season 4 I like had to binge, but
yeah, I can't, yeah, I'm not really sure. But yeah, with
but
Supergirl, I
with
remember
Supergirl, I was
season 2, I
behind.
started.
I was
I caught,
behind
yeah,
like a
I caught
season
up,
and a
I
half.
think, yeah, because I think Supergirl got cancelled on the CBS. And I was like, oh, damn, I was going to watch that, but if it's cancelled, there's no point. But then CW rescued it, and I'm like, okay, let me catch up, because I knew there'll be crossovers and stuff,
Mm.
probably. So I'm like, let me catch
Mhm.
up just in case. And I end up loving season 1. I watched it over the summer break, or the winter break for me. And
Mm.
then I started watching on season 2, and I fell in love, and I was like, that's it, this is my show. And then Jessica Cola fucked it up. Kidding. Anyways,
No, I remember like this one is one of the ones where like I will actually be there as it's airing, which I think is like Supergirl. I had a couple breaks where I would like have to binge and catch up, but like for their 100th episode, I was like a season and a half behind, so I watched it later, like than when it aired. So like the Legends one, like I get to party with
you
everybody.
get to
So
party.
that's fun.
Yeah. I reckon
Yeah,
it's gonna
so
be
I'm
fun. If
excited.
anyone, if anybody's gonna do, because I can't remember if Arrow's 100th. I can't remember if I liked
I
that one
can't
or
even
not.
remember Rose 100th, honestly.
Flash's 100th was, oh god, I can't even remember. I think it was
It's
good.
fine. We're here for
I can't
legends.
remember.
Let's
I only remember Supergirl's 100 because of Supercorp,
Of
and I will
course.
probably
Yeah.
remember this one. That's what the
Mhm.
memorable one, in my opinion.
Mhm.
So
Dang. Yeah. All right. Well, we're having a hoot and a half. It's fun. It's a fun
hmm
one. Excited for the next episode.
literally,
That's where we
so
are. So
excited.
yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, guys, that was our our review discussion of Legends episode 7-1 and 7-2. Very great start to the season, very strong start. I personally love where it's going so far.
Mhm.
I'm excited for the robots. I'm excited for the 100. So far, I'm impressed. So
Yup.
I'm here for it.
You're right. Me too.
Man, that wraps it up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let us know what you think about it in the comments below, and we'll see you for the 100th episode next week. Bye, guys.